Hello everyone, it's Quiet Planner ASMR, and I am back with another video where I will be setting up my monthly spread for the month of June. So for this month, I'm keeping it very simple. I'm going to be using these 3 Tombow markers for my spread. So basically what I'll be doing is just stripes across 2 pages. I'm keeping it simple because I want to get started already, and it's June 4th and I haven't done my gratitude journal. All I've done is kept up with my Pix Money year, so I'm keeping it simple. So these colors are on the cooler side of the color spectrum, but it is June in California where I live. It's already in triple digits, so I'm gonna stick to the cooler side to remember good times of cold weather. So first things first, I'm gonna pick out the word June so that I can trace them out. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I purchased these stencils at Michael's. I had wanted to use watercolor this month, but there we go, June. But again, like, I was at the beach this weekend actually enjoying the cool weather, and I just need to get this done. So I have a baby wipe, but I'm just gonna try to clean it up a bit before I get in there, because I don't want the colors to spread. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal because I'm gonna use black. But still, it's gonna take away the stickiness obviously, but oh well. Let me grab my black marker. Here we go. So as I mentioned, it's pretty hot where I live. It's gonna be 103 tomorrow, so not looking forward to that at all. So in the background you can most definitely hear my AC running as well as my fan, so hopefully that's not too distracting, or perhaps you find that relaxing. I'm thinking, since it's 6 months into the year, that I'm at some point gonna kind of see how I'm doing on my goals for the year. So that may be something that I'll be filming, but I'm not making any promises because I get busy with cooking. Like, I'm not completely keto again, but I'm trying to do at least like 1 or 2 meals a day as keto, and that just requires a lot of cooking, which I actually really enjoy. The only sucky part is, like, if I use my oven, it gets really hot in my apartment, but it's worth it. So I'm a little disappointed because usually around summertime I take like a vacation somewhere for about a week, but this year sadly I'm not going anywhere, and that makes me really sad. Like, the only thing I really have going is I'm going to a wedding in July, but that's about it. I'm really jealous because my mom, one of my sisters, is going to Cancun and I can't because of work, so I'm gonna be really bitter in July. Anyways, so I'm just gonna do lines. So since it's a bullet journal, it's pretty easy to just, oh, sorry about that. So it's easy to just kind of slide through. So it does take a bit of concentration, so I'm gonna try to not speak, but hopefully you'll enjoy the sounds of marker to paper. does tend to bleed through though, so I don't know what I'm gonna do on the other side. I thought I had picked the wrong color, so I was like, no. I know this is a very simple design, just colorful stripes, but I do actually enjoy these kind of patterns, so it may be a little boring, but I actually like it. So I said it was gonna be quiet, but I don't know, I find it awkward to film and not speak. So I'm really excited for Head Make Tell. That's gonna be the show I watch in June. I actually think today's Tuesday, and I want to say I saw it already on Hulu, but I'm not prepared to watch it, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Luckily, not too many people on my social medias watch it, so I should be able to avoid spoilers pretty easily. But I'm really anxious to see what will happen with all the characters. If it's a show that you don't watch, I highly recommend it, although it can be very upsetting. Like, yeah. I read the book earlier this year. I think I mentioned that in my last video, and it wasn't a bad book, but I definitely prefer the TV show. Yeah, fine. All right. See, I think that looks nice. I like that. June, just simple, and I just love how bold the black just pops out. So, all right. So now I have to cut out calendar. I'm gonna grab my paper cutter. Okay. Just to reiterate from my last video, I got these printouts off of Etsy, and I want to say, I think I put the link in my last video, but if you're interested again, I can, if you like, I can put it in the description. I'll double check because it should be in my last video. So, my month of June, I know, is not going to be a very busy month. I don't have any major birthdays coming up. So I anticipate it'll be like kind of a slow, somewhat boring month, but yeah. Oh, and this paper cutter is from Michaels as well. I love Michaels. I haven't been in a while. I was gonna go today because I had time during my lunch, but I'm trying not to spend money on things I don't need, and I really don't need any art supplies this month either, so I didn't. I follow like a lot of like bullet journal inspiration channels on Instagram, and like they'll post like all of these stationery supplies, and I'm just like, oh, I And then at work, I'm the one who does our supply order, which is coming up this month actually. And so that should hopefully like satisfy my need for shopping. So this doesn't look, I mean, it obviously bled through, but it's not terrible because it was just gonna go over, so it should be fine. So okay. I guess I'll do the lines first and then I'll paste it or tape it on. So I feel like this is gonna be a relatively short video. I could be wrong though. I was actually thinking of doing my habit tracking a little bit differently, just to make it more interesting than just like mark off like the way that like separate from these little calendars. I was thinking of like a little bar graph. So I might do that, but in the interest of time, because it is actually kind of late. I'm filming this and it's like 10:30. But this is really the only time that my neighborhood is quiet, but I live next to a freeway, so you'll hear the occasional car pass by and hopefully not train. It's also quiet because my neighbors, aka my young nephews, are sleeping at grandma's house. She's got all 7 of my younger nieces and nephews over today, so I can tell you that that house is going to be very loud tonight. But don't, like, I really miss summer vacation, like that break. No responsibilities, no nothing. Like, I seriously miss that. I almost grabbed the wrong food. If I was going on vacation, I'd have something to look forward to. Oh man, I'm so disappointed, and I went over. Shoot. Oh well. This is gonna bother me. Oh well. This is what I get for talking. I should have kept my mouth shut. And I don't think I can go over it because it's such a light color. Oh well. It'll be covered up mostly. So, like I said, I went to the beach this weekend, and I also went to a drive-in, which is always really fun. And I went and I saw Aladdin, which I have to say I wasn't a huge fan of, but I will admit that I'm not a fan of most of Disney's live action films. I don't know, I feel like I just prefer the animation version. Like, of course, Will Smith is not Robin Williams, though he did like okay, but it wasn't like, I don't think I was ever gonna like it. So here's my tape. I was looking for my tape. Granted, I watched it with my younger nephews, and they were like hopping from like this middle seat to the, we were like in the trunk of the car, so they kept moving around. It didn't hold their attention like the music or the dancing and the colors. So that might have factored into my opinion, but I have to say I just wasn't a fan. Like when I was a kid, I saw Aladdin hundreds of times. Like, it was one of my favorite movies, and I loved it because it was like the movie that my like male cousins and my female cousins, like, we could both enjoy, because I felt like it was one of those movies that was meant for both. Not that princess movies can't be for guys either, but my cousins didn't want to watch like Little Mermaid, my ugly cousins. So Aladdin was like the neutral movie. not be running out of tape. I'm getting it all over my desk. Oh well. Okay, so I haven't thought of a word of the month yet. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned in my last video, I should really review them before I film again, but I have not been enjoying my new job. I'm gonna try to clean up this glue. And so a lot of the words of the month are tailored to trying to make that negative into a positive. But things have gotten a little bit better. And so I've been trying to enjoy it more. And so basically I'm not sure what I'm gonna think about this month. So I'm gonna be doing that obviously off camera. So I'm gonna grab my little calendars because like I said, I'm gonna do the bar graph maybe in July. I'm gonna do like last month, making sure I keep track of taking my medication, my nightly routine, no fast food, and I also want to do like no spend kind of. Like I said, I am not like, or as I tell myself, I'm not sure if I've mentioned in a video, well I talked about like supplies, like wanting to go to Target, I'm not, well Target too, but wanting to go to Michael's and get like stationery supplies that I don't need, but just I don't want to spend money on really anything that's not necessary. I already went grocery shopping, so I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to go ahead and just do the stripes again. Like I don't need to buy any clothes, I don't need shoes. The only thing of makeup that I'm gonna need is eyeshadow primer, but anything else I don't need, so I'm gonna really try to make sure that I don't do that. Like I said, I'm going to a wedding and it is quite far away from where I am. It's one of my college friends getting married, and he invited a lot of our mutual friends, and so we're getting an Airbnb together. So I have to save up for that and the inevitable bottle of alcohol that we will be consuming. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun. All right. I'm trying to think like what word do I want to use. Sometimes I'll go on Pinterest and look up word of the month or like word of the year, and you know these lists will come out and I'll kind of read through them and try to find a month or a word, excuse me, that really speaks to me. So I'm probably going to do that once I'm done filming, since I film with my phone and I can't exactly look it up as I film. Excuse me. So I feel like this is going to be a really rambly, boring video, and I already messed up again. I am so sorry if that kind of stuff bothers you, but it is what it is. I wish this shade of blue was just a smidge darker. And as I'm using these, I'm like, I want to go back and get another pack, like a different pack with colors that I don't have, but that is not necessary. But I want to say that these markers were on sale for like 17 bucks, which is a lot for markers, but I really love them. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is keep a little, I don't know what that noise is. Sorry about that. Keep a little space to write down what each one is. Oh, and the word habits. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna get habits first. So here's S, A, D. Oh, I should have planned this better. That's a G. Okay, here's I, So instead of doing the middle, I'm gonna do it on this side. Thank God this black is, I believe the word is opaque, so it doesn't, the stripes don't show through, and the colors that are stuck to this, to the stencils also doesn't show up. I like looked online if like Martha Stewart had any other type of letterings, but I didn't like the other options that she had. Like, I want to say one of them was Cosmic Sand, or however you say that, and I was not a fan. Okay. I would be so pissed if I misspelled. I feel like I'm gonna jinx myself, but if I misspelled something, I would get so mad. You know what else I've been watching this month? Actually starting at the end of November, oh my god, of May, I started watching Daria on Hulu, and I forgot how much I loved that show and how much I wanted to be like Daria, but I just wasn't that articulate and smart. Like I was known for writing when I was in high school, like essays or whatever, but that's not really something that I do now so much. But anyways, it just reminds me of the 90s and the early 2000s, obviously the time that it came out. But I love the nostalgia. One thing is that Hulu does not have the movies, and I've been wanting to watch them just to kind of finish with the series. The MTV channel doesn't have it either, like their online thing. Plus, I think you need to have a membership. So if anyone knows where I can watch it, well, actually Amazon Prime has it, I think, for like $2.99 to rent, but I don't have a need for Amazon Prime anymore. Since Game of Thrones is over, I canceled my HBO subscription, and I already watched Fleabag on Amazon Prime, which if you haven't seen, it is an excellent show. So I canceled it basically, so. Oh wow, but anyways, it's such a good show. Like, I love animated TV shows. So I'm disappointed. I really wanted to watch the movies. I think is it fall yet? And is it college yet? I got clues on there. Okay. So we have June. The month, or the calendar. Oh, sorry, I got glue everywhere. This is like such a terrible video, you guys. I'm so sorry. We got the habits. So next I gotta do my bill page. How am I gonna do it? Typically with bills I do circles, but I'm kind of getting over that. So I'm gonna leave this blank for now, especially because like this has led through. So I'm gonna do, I wish I had like a stencil for squares, but I'm gonna leave this page for bills, and this one, maybe I'll put a photo there or something. I'll go ahead and continue with the stripes, but the bills I want to do this way, so it'll be somewhat different. So I've mentioned so many TV shows that I've been binging. Like, I seriously need to find a book to read. If anybody has any recommendations, I would greatly appreciate it because I feel like I do not read enough. Oh, this blue is so light. I think it would be easy to make like straight lines, but oh well. So maybe I can put the word bills up here. But it's so annoying how much it bleeds through. Like, why? So I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna write it over here. I want to put it like straight down, but I don't think I have space, so I'm gonna try to do it this way. And I got I. Now I gotta find L, which I did. And S. So it's not perfect. Oops, sorry about that. Bills. So it's a little bit different. I wonder how bad it would look if I did vertical lines this way all the way, but I'm not ready for that. So now I'm gonna do gratitude, and I'm gonna do it in the middle of the page. So I think I should have space. I'm gonna be really disappointed in myself if I don't, because I really should know by now. It's what, the 6th month of the year, so I should know. So G, gotta find R. Need a, a lot of these letters don't really stick well anymore, which is totally my fault. I'm gonna get my fingers all dirty. So I need a T, which should be easy to find. Here it is. I did make notes the last 4 days since I did not write it down, but I made little notes on my phone of, you know, things that brought joy to me. Sometimes though, like I did it a lot for the month of May. I'll write a lot more than something simple. Like I had some pretty tough days in May, and sometimes instead of writing like, oh, I'm grateful for another day or whatever, I wrote just a little bit more kind of angsty stuff, but it was really like cathartic. So what I mean by what I just said, so for example, the ending of Game of Thrones, instead of just writing like, oh my god, it's over, blah blah blah, like thankful that I watched it, I was thankful that I watched it with my sister. It was like our, like, it became like a little tradition, and it was really fun to do it, like to watch it with her. And I was really sad. I'm really sad that it's over, because now we don't really have another show that we watch together. So I wrote like a couple sentences on how grateful I was to have her there with me and to share, you know, that cultural experience with her. All right. So I intend to do that for the rest of the year, like try to make it more meaningful than like, I know I've done a lot of entries of like being grateful for like eating something really delicious. Not that that's not something to care about, but I just like it that it has a little bit more depth. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna do this light blue color because I feel like it won't show through with the other two, so this should be easier, and then it won't bleed so much onto the other side. Although I don't think I'm going to write on the page that I'm currently striping. Oh man, I got it dirty right there. Okay, so came out a little wonky, but I'm happy with it. Oh man, they're so dirty. Sorry if that bothers you. See if I can get it somewhat cleaned off. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. You know, I do what I usually do every month. We got June, and we got the monthly calendar, habits, bills, and gratitude. So I feel like I might write myself another letter here. I'm not sure yet, but that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna be doing another, oh, I won't be doing, excuse me, another like flip through most likely until maybe October, but I'm gonna try to push it to like the end of the year to do like a complete flip through of the entire journal. Like I said, I'm probably gonna be doing like a, oh, I found this quote. Another show I watched was My Mad Fat Diary on Hulu, and I think this is where I got the quote. It's never too late to be who you are, by George Eliot, which I think has 2 L's, but whatever. That's what I'm thinking of doing now that I'm talking about it. Like I have a couple of blank pages, I have a blank page right here, so I think I might want to put a quote on here, like on my blank pages, if I don't put like a picture or something like that. But otherwise, like I said, I might do like a video where I kind of go through, maybe make a 6-month update on goals, maybe come up with other goals I want to do for the year. I also have like a page, like a not random, but it's like random things that I want to do in the next 10 years, because I did something like that when I was 20, like things to do before I'm 30, no particular order. And so now that I'm past, well, I'm gonna be 31 this year, last year and like this year, like added to it things that I want to do. So I have yet to put it in this journal, so that actually might be another video that I'll be doing. I'm not making any promises of when they'll come out. Like I said, right now when I get home from work, I pretty much just start cooking and meal prepping and all of that. And the weekends I lack motivation, but I'm gonna try. Hopefully you found this somewhat rushed, a little messy, and definitely rambly video relaxing, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.